We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Christian Wilkins' performance versus the 49ers. I'll do the full defensive breakdown tomorrow, but I just wanted to highlight Wilkins' play because it was some of the best defensive tackle play I've seen in a very long time, especially versus the runs. He had double-digit amount of run stops, and it was just inspiring with the amount of effort he was playing with, and he was making plays versus all different types of run concepts. Super impressive stuff, so let's get right into this one. This was one of Wilkins' biggest tackle for loss in the game. Coming out on 3rd and short, they stack this, front right here, thinking they might get a QB sneak, but they hand it off to McCaffrey, and he's just able to shrug off this center. The center goes low, looking like they're almost going to, run a QB sneak just based off their blocking here. And Wilkins, even though he's a little high here based on the center, he shows great core strength to stay up, fill his gap, and then get up, penetrate, give McCaffrey no chance getting into the backfield so quickly that as soon as McCaffrey is getting the ball, he's already trying to make a cut because Wilkins has caused so much penetration in the backfield. Just one of Wilkins' strengths is his ability to get upfield. He can one gap, but he also has the leverage play strength and mental processing instincts to play as a two-gapper, get control at the point of attack, and he's at his strongest probably on the backside as a 4-eye playing against outside zone. He's been stopping those plays all year. I think his biggest weakness is playing on the play side of an outside zone, but once you do that, then you have Sealer on the backside who also excels there too, so it's just a big reason why the Dolphins' run defense has been so successful this season. Another area where Wilkins been really, really good throughout the entire year is versus influence trap concepts or even wham concepts, but he's getting trap right here. He just identifies things so quickly. His mind is working so fast. The instincts, he gets upfield, try to engage with the right tackle, but he throws him by, and as soon as he knows as soon as this guy fakes block him and then goes upfield, he's going to get either a tight end or a guard or a tackle coming to attack him on a trap or a wham concept, and he just throws out that right arm, shakes him off while staying square. He just dips that shoulder like he's going to engage with him, comes off of it, but stays square to the line of scrimmage, so stays disciplined and under control, and then comes off of it once he beats the block, get downhill, stop McCaffrey for another no gain in the backfield. This is just high level work from Wilkins, just another concept he's really, really dominant against. A lot of the times, the Dolphins 2-gap or play a gap and a half, they ask Wilkins to get in control, especially when he's in the 4-eye. Just get control of your gap, get control of the guy in front of you, and then stack, shed. But sometimes he just beats his guy straight up, feels the momentum, feels the leverage of him over-lunging, overextending, and he just instantly penetrates into the backfield. He has this sort of athleticism and instincts for the game, and he just feels this guy going so low, probably feeling it throughout the game, and uses that against him, swim over the top. He's in control of his gap still, doesn't waste too much movement to do it, and then is able to, tackle McCaffrey at the line of scrimmage, getting another run stop by just beating his guy instantly. There's so many different ways that Wilkins can beat offensive linemen in so many different concepts. 2nd and 1, they try to just get a fullback dive. Wilkins instantly penetrates, able to hit into the A-gap right there. Just too quick for the guard. Like, this is a problem he possesses because he's strong and can leverage at the point of attack, but he's also just too athletic, great first step explosiveness to beat most guards in the NFL, and he just sees that first step go to the outside, and he knows there's a high chance that they may just dive it up the middle just based on, the down and distance. He knifes inside, gets low, shows off some nice lower body ankle flexion there, dips the shoulder, stays square to the line of scrimmage. It is just high-level stuff from Wilkins, and then good job by Sealer to help him finish this off because he's getting even, kind of tackled there by the O-line and then showing the energy to his own sideline again. So great job by Christian Wilkins. Wilkins just does a great job of keying flow on the backside of outside zone. This is where he's been making his money this season. This isn't even one of his best reps on the season, but still plays this super well. Usually, guys, when he's in this 4-eye spot right here, they have a very difficult time crossing face, cutting him off. Right here, this is probably the best you'll see him get cut off, is just being even with him, but he's still able to get in control. Now once it looks like he might get cut off, he gets his eyes into the backfield, seeing McCaffrey is going to cut this back, and he just does a great job coming off of it, filling it right in the hole. He's just great discipline while playing fast too. You got to be able to play fast, just great lateral agility, great mental processing, and then once he's in complete control of the situation, he's able to get his eyes into the backfield, come off of this, perfect timing, everything there for Wilkins. Just a dominant game overall. Even though Wilkins' play side versus outside zone isn't his biggest strength, more as a 4-eye on the backside where he can, uses athleticism, his lateral agility, but he still does a good job here. He's just such a strong run defender that he can make plays for pretty much any type of concept. He just identifies right away. He sees the right tackle, which he's keen, go out, so he just snaps his eyes back to here, engages with the guard, maintains his gap control right here on the outside. Once he's forcing McCaffrey to cut this back to the inside, he knows this, and then uses the O-lineman's momentum against him, comes off this, great job stacking, shedding, and then coming off, helping make this tackle, for a limited gain, only 2 or 3 yards there for McCaffrey. He was just limiting big runs from every alignment in this one. It was super impressive, so many run stops, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he broke a record for how many run stops he had in this game. Backside of a zone split concept here as a 4-eye inside zone split. He just gets control of the O-lineman. He was in control of the right side over here, especially McGlinchey, all day long. He would come off, he stays low, gets leveraged, gets his hands inside the chest, good placement there, and now once he's in control, he peeks to the backfield, sees McCaffrey, and once he sees McCaffrey commit, he just sheds this, comes off of it, limits another big run game. He had so many tackles. You just don't see defensive tackle have this many tackles in a game. On play side, again, this time they try to get a double onto him, and he gets pushed downfield a little bit, but is still able to stay enough in control. Like, they attack the low hip. This is a tough position for a defensive tackle to be in, because he still maintains his gap leverage, but the center attacks his low hip, and this is how a lot of guys get moved, but he's still able to maintain good leverage, good hand placement, get in control of the guard, and once he sees McCaffrey commit, he just stacks, sheds him off of him, and then makes a tackle for another limited gain, maybe 3 yards at best there for McCaffrey. Just so many dominant plays in this one versus the run. It's just a strong effort up front, just great run fits by the entire defensive front right here. Everyone takes control at the point of attack. This is just a good job Wilkins forcing, Deebo Samuel to end up running into the back of his O-lineman. You just watch him get control here, stay square, extends the hands, extends the hips. So once he's in control at the O-line, and then he uses that, he gets control of his gap and then uses the right arm, long arms him to extend, force him into the back of his running back, and then Deebo has nowhere to go, and then everyone rallies to the tackle. So great play up front from pretty much everyone, but another impactful play that Christian Wilkins is making on each and every run snap. One thing that just really stands out about a lot of the Dolphins' defensive front is their hustle. They might not always be dominating as pass rushers, but they don't give up on play. And you can just see Wilkins hustle down the field to make a tackle 20 yards down the field on a receiver. And unfortunately, he was out of bounds when he forces this fumble here. But this type of hustle play could really change the game. Maybe, he gets his tackle more in bounds and the fumble, gets recovered by the defense. This could be a game-changing play just because of the effort he showed on this play right here specifically. He was playing with so much competitive toughness, so much effort. You tell after each big play, he'd look to the sideline, trying to get everyone hyped up to come back in this one. So just a really valiant effort out of Christian Wilkins, all around playing amazing, amazing football. Throughout the whole season, he's been an elite defensive tackle. Last play that I'm going to break down for Wilkins, another run stop, this time against Jordan Mason, and he's able to just use the O-lineman's momentum against him again. 4-eye lined up. This is probably his most common alignment throughout the whole season. Did it a lot in this game too. Just feels McGlinchey coming low, trying to out leverage him. Wilkins in a low stance, and then boom, makes him overextend, throws that arm to the clubs the back, and then swims over the top. Stays, keeps his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, and then they also, they have this fullback almost working like a split zone type look from the backfield to then, cut off Wilkins. He was probably supposed to go to Van Ginkel, but Wilkins went so quickly that he's able to stuff this up, use check at the point of attack, help constrict these run lanes with the rest of the defense. For the most part, the defense had some struggles in this game getting off the field, but they gave up some big runs, but on average, they really shut down the Niners run game, which is really good. They run some very unique concepts. It's very difficult to stop, but the whole front was pretty good in this one, especially Wilkins. He had another elite performance, and honestly has been one of the best defensive tackles I've watched play all season long. Definitely versus the run. He might be the best defensive tackle versus the run. Him, maybe Jeffrey Simmons, a couple other guys that are in that conversation, but Christian Wilkins absolutely dominated in this game. Wasn't enough to win, which sucks for the Dolphins, but just good, awe-inspiring performance from Wilkins. He plays with that energy every single week, and I expect him to keep it up. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.